What's good with YouTube? You already know. Big Flacco with a convict's perspective. I'm gonna smash, dash, and slide on through with that little bit of energy. Please hit the like, subscribe, comment, and do all those things to support this channel, and hit that bell notification for future fire content. So, finally, the United States provides notice in the court case that they will not seek the death penalty in cases against defendants Ronald Yandell, William Sylvester, Pat Brady, Jason Corbett, and Brad Daniels. This notice came from the Assistant U.S. Attorney Jason Head, Ross Pearson, and David Spencer. So this is a big change in the Aryan Brotherhood case. Who's been, they have 5 inmates that they're charging with murder, right, for racketeering, and this is a indictment that continues to have grown. More charges, more defendants, and whatnot, more witnesses, and all this stuff from a paralegal to an attorney to a commission, what do you call it? Not commission, commissary employee, to a lady in Fresno who ran off all kinds of shit, man. It's been all over the place, man. But this decision comes after the matter was sent to the Justice Department headquarters in Washington, D.C. and precedes a hearing in a case that is set for Wednesday. So I guess they're going to have a hearing on Wednesday on this, right? Trial in this case is scheduled to begin in February 26th, and they noticed that the government was seeking a death penalty prosecution. Likely would have to be pretty much the DAs would have to acknowledge their attorneys and them as well if they're going to proceed with those charges. They had to give the attorneys notice now, because if they're going to end up filing any type of death penalty charges, right, that changes the whole element of the trial, and they would have to push back the trial. So apparently, right, whenever they have a death penalty case in the feds, right, it would have to come from the Capital Case Committee. They're the ones that make any authorization decisions. And under the current protocol, they're allowed to make a decision of no death penalty without going to the Attorney General. That's big. If there's a recommendation for the death penalty, then the AG has to sign off. So it's possible they went to the AG with a recommendation and the AG said no. But it's more likely it would be that the Capital Case Committee decided not to seek the death penalty and notified U.S. Attorney Phil Talbert. Now they've been over there, a lot of them isolated in Folsom, right, in this protective housing kind of type security unit where they send violent offenders. So their communication is kind of limited, but they have their tablets. They're able to do what they have to do, right? Now, they had 5 defendants that were eligible for the death penalty, right? And then the superseding indictment strikes that the Aryan Brotherhood prison gang with 5 defendants now facing charges that carry the death penalty was something that was being pushed out there in the media. What's going to happen with these individuals? Are they going to seek the death penalty? And there's been a lot of things that have came to light that certain individuals within that are, the defendants in this indictment are trying to push forward that was going on in New Folsom. There's a lot of corruption cases that were happening. They were staging a lot of fucking incidents, right, for individuals to be attacked and whatnot, and even killed. They've had two whistleblowers who apparently lost their lives. One allegedly from suicide, one from a drug overdose. How convenient is that when they were the main ones pushing? And anybody that knows these individuals have said that they did not see this coming from them. In addition to that, right, when they were in the Sacramento County Jail, they were recording their visitations with the attorney. I know there's a legal technicality there, man. That's a serious, issue in regards to going to trial and what information that they may have received, right? The possibility that they're using a phone that could record pretty much gives basically, the district attorneys, the prosecutors and whatnot, kind of an advantage if they're using that. And see, the way that they've been running this case, if you notice, everything's being kept under wraps. There's stories that have been put in different outlets here and there, but they're not really promoting or advertising what's going on. Even when they put the new indictments, it was through research, dates, and times of the alleged victims, which we were able to reveal who they were. They did not want to put the names behind some of these killings. And so to me, that's like a red flag that something is wrong with the case, that there has to be something that the prosecutors are worried about, man. Because federal prosecutors are used to grandstanding. They're used to being out there on Front Street whenever they have a case. And see, the more this case grows, I guess, the more things are being seen, right, and being revealed in discovery that maybe has these prosecutors a little bit concerned. Now, the one thing I'm interested in is this: is that besides the AB, right, alleged AB, right, the NF was also in a position to where their indictment was also based upon cell phone conversations. Now we know that a free staff or whatnot, ran the ISU, which is a investigational service unit or IGI, and told them what was going on, and they went and got phones, pretty much that were tapped to give to these AB members. And that makes me question: is there entrapment when you're in a prison? I mean, do you still have some type of little bit of rights? I mean, I know you're a ward of the court, right? But like, that's kind of fucking shady how they did it, man. You know what I'm saying? As far as the infiltrate and whatnot, they got these new things called stingrays, which they put up, right? Which are, they operate like towers, but they'll pick up the signal first, and that's how they've been able to get certain numbers, I'm believing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they have to have warrants in these situations or not. That's the thing that kind of, I'm questioning. Or if they're using these stingrays, but they're not reporting that this is the information that they're gathering. Like I said, when you're in the Department of Corrections and other law enforcement agencies, there's a lot of rules that in society in society wouldn't be violated, but in a prison complex would be admissible, or at least it would serve a purpose of information. In any event, I'm glad that they're not seeking the death penalty. I'm a firm believer that the death penalty only should exist for those who commit heinous or hideous crimes towards children or women. Those are the only ones. Whether the AB are involved or not involved in these murders, they're allegedly involved. It's the cost of business out there when people are in the streets. Let's just keep it 100. If you're still in the streets and you're doing your thing, anything can happen any given moment. So therefore, it's not like they're just some random victim that they victimized. Nah, they were apparently doing something in the streets or in prison. And like I said, man, this is crazy. I've gone over a lot of different RICO acts, right? Different indictments and whatnot. And this one, it has so many different moving parts, man. It's made for a movie. I swear. You guys just do a little bit of research on everything I'm talking about. Some crazy shit's happening. It's like, man, how the hell did this shit go on for this long? And how did nobody pick up on it? And I'll tell you one thing that the AB is doing that's been smart, right? Is that they've been getting at other races, right? About what's going on, the tactics and whatnot to get them on board for any type of support. They've even gotten at some SMYs that they feel that haven't told or haven't done this, what I'm saying, where the communication could transpire and have showed paperwork and what's going on. And some of the similarities are very, very similar to what's happening in other cases with SMY groups and whatnot. I mean, Snoop's case is a prime example, you know what I mean? And the message is being spread that, look, man, the system is not your friend. Why are we battling each other when we could do so much more if we combine forces to fight the system? And which is pretty much a smart play, man. Back in the days, you could never get all these groups to coexist as far as on a fucking appeal. It'd be very rare, but it could happen. But it would have to be a worthy cause. And I think that they realize that this is a worthy cause, man, that they have to fight. A lot of this is why these groups were targeted was basically because of the end of all hostilities. You know what I'm saying? Basically, we're targeted based upon that, man. These are facts. Anyways, just a real quick update. Like I said, they're not going to seek the death penalty. I guess it's a good day for these AB members. With that said, I'm gone.